Yo, what's up, here in the city, fam? It's your boy Heat, back out again with another interview. Heatseekers episode 5. We got
Baby Bray on the set, man.
I'm coming up, dog shit. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, the way you create music, it's like it automatically make people bop, I feel like. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, what really, like, what made you really get into music?
So, honestly, I was always into music. Like, I want to say since, like, 3rd grade, I was in chorus and shit. So, I was always kind of, like, musically inclined to that extent. And then once it got to a point where, like, I hit, like, 8th grade, 9th grade, I wanted to start that rapping shit, or just making music in general, just not even trying to be succumb to just one genre, But I ended up wanting to rap, and I was telling people I wanted to rap. And then push came to shove, like, people were, like, kind of, like, dissing me, essentially. Like, one of my boys ended up dissing me, saying, like, oh, you couldn't rap, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. And it was kind of like a friendly competition thing. Like, shout out my boy, he already know who he is. But we ended up making a diss track on him. And the diss track ended up doing a couple numbers. We dropped it on SoundCloud and ended up doing a couple numbers and stuff like that. And after we realized, after all the numbers and everything came out, we were like, hey, we can fuck around and do this rapping shit, And then I ended up joining a rap group called D1. Shout out my boys in D1 and shit. But we ended up doing that shit for a little minute, dropping a couple songs, like little heaters that got a couple decent amount of plays. Like, like one of our jams got like 50K views, 40K views or something like that. And then after that, I was kind of like, after the group dismantled and everything, I was like, bro, fuck it, I might as well just keep going, fucking make my own thing.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie, that's fire for sure. It seemed like a lot of artists, like, that's how they got started, like, you feel me, off of SoundCloud. One of their music's, like, one of their songs did really good on SoundCloud, and then, like, you feel me, they was like, oh, yeah, it's time to take it serious for real.
Hell yeah.
So, like, you speaking of being in the group and shit like that, and I know, like, if like, people been watching your page, they seen the content from the last event I planned for you. So, like, being on Team XL Rails and being surrounded by all them talented artists, including yourself, bro, how does that just feel, and, like, how did that all get started?
Well, we started some collectives called the Chess Club, and it's like a mini group at the time, or it still is kind of at the time. We're getting in the works of a whole lot of different shit. A whole lot of ideas are getting thrown around. But when we were putting the set together, I kind of threw everything together on FL Studio and everything, and we all joined like one big collective, like Discord and everything, to try to mash all these songs together to make the best set possible, because it was a versus type of thing. So we're trying to be the best motherfucking team, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up doing that, and after we made all of those songs mashed together, I knew from the jump, like, I was like, fuck it, we might as well, we all kind of sat there and was like, we might as well become a fucking group. We might as well become a team, And then even winning the shit, it was by a long fucking shot, It was like nobody, I wouldn't say nobody compared, but they weren't building the set like how we did, you know what I mean? So after seeing that chemistry, I was like, fuck it, we might as well do something. We might as well create something special.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was just like, you feel me, y'all came all dressed alike, in all black, you feel me? Like, that whole all black was just like that. I really think that really set it off, and like, the way I had y'all songs mixing, y'all were harmonizing, like, y'all knew each other's lyrics. Like, say for instance, Ronnie had a song, you wasn't even on the song with Ronnie, but you was singing the lyrics of the song. So it just, like, it really all came into one. That shit really was fire.
Yeah, we was on our Big Time Rush shit, man.
Big Time Rush for sure. Hey, Big Time Rush for sure. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. So let's rewind back. So, like, your very, 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 very first song that I heard, bro, that, like, you feel me, Money Route, I fuck with pretty heavy, bro. I feel like it was some, like, it gave me more of a Pharrell vibe, bro. So, like, what was really the sense of behind that?
Well, I was kind of around that time. I was kind of looking for early 2000s Pharrell type of beats and stuff like that. I was looking more on YouTube for type beats and shit like that. I produce all my own shit now and try to kind of emulate that sound through my own craft. But around that time, I found this beat, man, and before it fucking blew up, I knew the beat was gonna blow up too. Like, so I kind of snagged it as fast as I could, you know what I mean? And I ended up making the song, and I don't know, I was kind of punching in at the time. I don't want to say I freestyled it, but I definitely punched in. I didn't write the jam. By the end of the song, I was just like, I was looking at myself. My boy came down, God rest his soul. My boy came down. We just listened to that shit like 5 times over, 6 times over, just back to back to back. And we were just like, man, this is a fucking hit. This is a hit. Like, we knew from the jump. And I also knew, like, nobody was doing that sound at the time. Like, it was very limited that somebody was doing that type of sound. So as soon as I saw the opportunity within myself, I was like, fuck it, I might as well jump on it, you know?
No, yeah, and I ain't, bro. You killed that shit for sure. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's a lot of artists that, like, you feel me, that, like, you might talk to and say, oh, like, you should have been there. You should already been famous, bro. But you're one of them artists that, like, you feel me, are pretty high up on that list. That, like, you should have been there, bro. From Baby Dad to Money Route to even the song you got with Rel's Dollar Menu Millionaire to that come to dog shit with fucking, you feel me, for with Ronnie. So it's just like, and yeah, you feel me, bro. And you got, they're so catchy, you feel me? So it's just like, it's just like, why haven't it blown up yet, for real?
Honestly, it's all about timing. And that's with anything, you know. It can be with a certain job you want, or it can be with, you know, literally anything, you know, coming around to it. When it's my time, it's my time. You know, I just been trying to put out shit that is, you know, quality over quantity too. That's why I only drop like 1 album a year and try to work on my craft, try to perfect my craft as much as I can. And when it catch on, you know, you'll see it at the shows. You see me turning up, and I'll be performing Lost Cause, and everybody be screaming, she got a baby dad, and it's staying in everybody's ear. That's the word of mouth that gets me to the place where I want to be. You know, that's the goal that I want to set for myself, is just putting out quality, and when it speaks for itself, it speaks for itself, you know?
Nah, facts. It's crazy. That's my fault, too, because it is called Lost Cause. It's just, because she got a baby dad. It's so catchy, like, you feel me? You be thinking that's the name of the song. Let's really call it Lost Cause.
Yeah, people know it as baby dad, though. It's all right. People call it baby dad. People walk up to me, she got a baby dad. I be like, all right, I know what you talking about, bro, you know what I mean?
What was your mindset of making that in the stew, like?
I made all that shit on BandLab. I made everything. I mean, everything from the beat to the vocals to everything, because I do everything at home. But I was at work, and with my job, I have a job that's very lax, so I got a lot of downtime with my shit. And I work with a lot of older guys too, so they'll see me on my phone and shit and be like, "What the fuck is this kid doing? Like, what is he?" Oh, he wants to be this big fucking thing or whatever, you know, hating shit, trying to keep you down. I'm chilling the one day, and I'm just like in my headphones, just like, you know, or I don't even know if I had headphones on. I kind of was just pulling this maneuver like on my phone, then listening to it like very quiet. And I was like, I'm building this beat, and I'm like, oh, this shit's actually fucking nice. Like, this shit's hard. Like, with all the BandLab drums and all the stock shit, all the stock plugins they have and everything like that. And that was when I didn't even know how to mix. I didn't know how to do the shit. So I'm building that song at work, and then I'm listening to it back in the car. I'm listening to the bass and everything like that. And I don't know why when I came home, the first thing I said in my mic was like, she got a baby dad. I think it's because I just kept seeing an influx of shorties that's getting pregnant and having baby dads. I'm like, oh shit. And then they're being single. So I'm like, oh damn, she got a baby dad. And then I'm like, man, what can I make in the verse that's really relatable to some situations? Because I know baby dads. Like, I know motherfuckers out here that are like, man, I fucking hate my baby moms, but at the same time, she can't leave me the fuck alone. And I'm like, you know, that's a negative for people that want to get with your baby moms, because you're always going to be there.
No,
so
facts.
I sit there and think in the song, I'm like, I might as well make a verse about that shit. You know what I mean? Then the second half, I just wanted to go crazy. I was just like, fuck it, I'm about to just do my thing.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. When you said you better check his eye, says check his
IG.
Yeah, he crashing out. Yeah. I'm like, oh
yeah. Cause real shit.
No, and then he was like, he love his baby mama more than he love his goddamn kid. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, you know, I could imagine how many niggas are really dead beats.
Bro.
They really did beat dads, but they be trying to, like, you feel me, get up in her pants again. Bro. You feel me? So they do little shit for their kids and shit like that. On some lame shit though.
On some, like, they're not doing it out of the love of their kids. They're doing it out of the image of what they're going to portray to their baby mom to try to get with her back again. You know what I mean? And that is some hoe shit, but that's the life that we fucking, you know, that's just the world we live in, you know?
That's just the world we live in. That shit crazy for real. So what would you say is, like, your biggest inspiration behind your music?
Honestly, like, artist-wise, or just like anything?
Anything, like, bro. It could be, like, you know, your family that inspires you to keep on writing, or, like, you know, there's an artist that you look up to.
Yeah,
or
when I saw I really appreciate when people show my music love. That keeps me going, like, from the jump. Like, even doing this interview, like, that pushes me to fucking keep doing this shit, bro. Like, real shit. Like, I couldn't appreciate you more. You know, this is my first interview, dog. Like, real shit. I fuck with you for that. You know, This is my first official interview doing this music shit. And, you know, if I can be good enough to have a connection to do something like this, then why not keep going? Why not keep, you know, trying to be better and keep trying to, you know, aspire to making more shit that people would enjoy, you know? Seeing that helps me keep going, but my biggest inspirations are people that also produce their own shit and make their own, like, they have their own vocals on their shit. Like, people like Kanye, Tyler, the Creator, Tizo Touchdown, whole bunch of different people that do that same type of style, you know. Even seeing people like Lil Tecca does his own beats and then makes his own sound or whatever, and he's on his own wave. Once I seen people doing that, I was like, I'm not saying there's nobody in Pittsburgh that does that, but it's very limited that you see somebody doing that type of thing. And, you know, once I kind of got into rolling with the producer shit, I was like, all right, I'm going to really be tuned into, you know, the production side more of people's tracks than just hearing their voice, you know?
No, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Pittsburgh music scene is just a lot of copy and paste. Like, there'd be a lot of people just trying to, like, there's not enough unique artists. We'll say that. Well, there's not enough unique artists with their own style in Pittsburgh. You feel me?
Yep.
Everybody, even though, like, people are like, oh, well, there's so many artists, it's hard to, like, have your own style. No. Like, you feel me? You can have your own little tagline. There could be that little something that separates you from other artists.
It's the 3%. You can be 3% different from the next motherfucker, and guess what? You're fully different. Like, that's how people look at it, essentially. To the naked ear, to people that don't care about music production, to people that just casually listen to music. If you're 3% different than the next motherfucker, you're different from the rest. You know, and that's kind of how I had to see it with my music, because I've got inspiration from, like, the Milwaukee scene. I love their Detroit and Milwaukee. They do their shit, and I loved how their sound was, how they have the claps in between their drums and everything like that, how they, like, kind of, they get shorties riled up with the claps and everything. They get them to shake ass with that. So I was like, hey, I want to get the ass shaking too. Like, I want to get the shorties going crazy, you know? But also at the same time, I wanted to add some comedic value to that, like the way that they kind of do that, you know. But I wanted to make my own spin on it. When you listen to a whole bunch of different genres and everything, you can incorporate the same drums or the same effects that they do, but also add in a tad bit of kind of other genres that you like and add that to the production, and boom, you're different. You got your sound. That's what you created, you know. And that's what I always try to do.
No, I ain't gonna lie. He just gave y'all some gems. I hope y'all was listening, opening up y'all ears, clean them bitches out for sure. So what's some artists that you haven't worked with yet, like, you know, either in the city or like in the industry that you would like to work with?
I seen that boy Shake. He's an artist out of Pittsburgh. We just got around to following each other, but that motherfucker's dope, man. He's hard. He's a different breed with this shit. Like, talk about somebody that's doing a different fucking sound than what the city has to offer. That motherfucker's doing his thing. And as soon as I saw, like, you know, we start following each other and shit like that, I'm like, we can definitely, me and him can create something. Definitely, we can create something special. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't let that nigga tell you though. He's not from Pittsburgh. But don't let him tell you from Pittsburgh. He ain't from Pittsburgh. Flash laughing.
Look, I ain't never talked to him in that depth. Like,
bro, he cool. He definitely family. He cool as shit. He tough. He tough as shit, bro. He from down Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he claim Pittsburgh though. He be fucking
He be saying homies.
Yeah. But what's up artists you like? What's up other artists?
Honestly, everybody from the chess club that I'm about to be making music with, like, I already did stuff with Ronnie Bando. I already did stuff with XL Rails. Having some shit done with Pretty Panda. We got some shit going. I made the beat for that. That's gonna be a real catchy song. That one's gonna be for the ladies, for real. That's like it's like a pop love jam type of thing. I'll have her doing something for that. VSOP Mirror, you know, everybody from the chess club. Other than that, like, I really don't know, because usually when people come up to me, it's really when it arises. You know, somebody hits me up, or I like somebody's sound that catches my ear, and I hit them up at the time, and it's like, oh shit, like, you're from the city, shit, let's do a jam, let's make something shake, like. And then after that, we ended up making something great. That's how I met Rails. That's how I met them at the show, and then we ended up following each other, and then I kind of was like, all right, I can see this motherfucker on my song. Like, I can see him doing his shit. Like, even with a Dollar Menu Millionaire. And he told me too, he was like, yeah, I've never did a jam like that. Like, I've never. But it was crazy because he was the first person. Rails, you were the first person that I fucking thought of, dog. Like, real shit. I knew. I was like, you're gonna kill that shit, and he did. Real shit.
Hey, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. We need another album. Like, we know, like what's up, bro? Like, unless you want to go in this water right now and jump in, right? We need another album, like, right now, bro. It's a stick up, bro.
Look, man, I have something coming, but my next album is gonna be something real special because I fully produced my last album, but I didn't know all the ins and outs of producing. Like, I didn't know anything about EQ. I didn't know anything about adding reverb to certain shit. I didn't know the ins and outs of FL Studio. My last album was fully produced on fucking BandLab on my phone, and it still ended up being nice, but I didn't know FL Studio yet. I didn't have my computer or anything. Now that I got all that and I'm getting into motion with the production shit more, the production's gonna be endless, you know. Like, what I can do and what I really want to build is gonna be, my next shit's gonna be magnificent, man. And so I have to choreograph that shit correct, you know.
Nah, facts. So, like, we can't expect it this year, or is it gonna be next year?
It might be. I make music in spurts though. I make music when I get in the mood. Like, hop on a vocal track whenever I get in the mood. Like, I couldn't have made Lost Cause, I couldn't have made Money Route, I couldn't have made any of the songs that people bring up to me all the time. I couldn't have made that if it wasn't at the right time, you know. Like, if I wasn't really in that mood, if I wasn't feeling that at the exact moment, that wouldn't have been the same exact song, you know. So when I do make music, it's kind of in spurts. It's kind of when I get that type of motivation. Now, don't get me wrong, I have songs in the vault. I got mad songs in the vault, but about building the album, I would say I probably have like 2 songs done that I would officially throw on an album. But other than that, a lot of different features that I've, you know, kind of hopped on from here and there. Couple features, that's about it. Like, I just got a handful of those type of jams, you know. But other than that, when it happens, it happens. I would say it might be this year. We still got 6 months left.
He said we still got time left. He said, look, the fourth quarter is not over till it's 0-0-0.
Look, real shit. And I'm on a streak. I've dropped an album every single year since 2018. Since 2018, I dropped an album every single year. So I want to continue that streak. I don't want to just kind of be dilly-dallying around that. You know what I mean? I don't want to have people waiting too long, you know, but I also want to make something that's gonna be repeated.
Nah, facts. And I ain't gonna lie, every one of the songs I definitely heard from you, for sure, you could tell how much effort you really put into those, for sure.
My boy.
So what some advice would you give to some upcoming artists?
Do multiple things. Don't be someone that is just a one-trick pony. Don't think that you're just going to hop on tight beats. Now, some people do come up like that, but don't think you're just going to hop on tight beats and you're just going to be on your vocal shit just rapping and then get discouraged whenever people ain't making, you ain't making no noise with your music and shit like that. It's all about repetition. It's all about keep going with that shit. You have to keep practicing your craft. Like, LeBron James don't become good at basketball if he's not in the fucking gym 24/7 before he gets to the league. Like, he's not LeBron James. Michael Jordan ain't going to be that unless he's really training, really trying to perfect his craft. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to be a jack of all trades. Like, if you're doing videography and your main thing is to shoot music videos for people, try to find different effects, try to see different people that make different content that give you different ideas, and then also in the same light, do some photo shoots or something like that. Try to always do something different, because when you're doing different shit, different opportunities are going to come to you. They're going to arise. Like, right now I'm doing the producing shit. I'm dropping tight beats. I'm making albums with people and shit. I'm helping create production for people's albums and shit like that. I couldn't have been able to do that if I was just a one-trick pony. I couldn't do that if I was just out here doing my same rapping shit that I was doing up until a year and a half ago. I couldn't do any of that. So if you study and keep doing your shit and keep trying to perfect what makes you, the opportunities will arise and you will become something successful.
Damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When it comes to dropping knowledge and, giving out jewels, bro, this whole interview, you definitely hit that shit on the head with the hammer, for sure.
Appreciate that, brother.
So if everybody wants to, tap in, follow you, support you, where can they find your social media?
So my social media on everything is at Lil Bray, a.k.a. Lilbray, a.k.a. And if you want to find my music or anything like that, I'm on all platforms. Just search up Baby Bray. If you want to find my tight beats, and also for the motherfuckers that like rapping and they like, the Milwaukee beats, they like the Detroit beats and stuff like that, my beats are free. My beats are fully free. Like, I want you guys to understand that. Like, grab that beat off my shit and make something to it, because that's going to help everyone, all parties involved. And at the same time, I want to hear what y'all want to create, I want to hear, I want us to work together and create something special, man. So if y'all want to fuck with those type beats and stuff like that, go on YouTube at No Brainer, NOBRAYNRR. It's all one word. Like I said, everything's free. I've been dropping type beats every single day for the past month. I'm gonna keep on doing that, keep showing up for y'all, and hopefully I hear y'all soon on them tracks, man.
Man, shit, you gotta go tap in with him for sure. But you already know we already locked in.
My dog.
Forever. But I appreciate you, Heat and the Sea Film, for tuning in for our interview. You feel me? Heatseekers episode 6 coming soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. We out.